Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be memory planning the week of November 15th to the 21st and using the bookworm kit from Sadie Stickers. I love this kit so much, so beautiful, such gorgeous rich burgundy tones. It had this cute book cafe theme to it, which was super adorable and totally on point because I participated in the PumpkinPlans Novel November Challenge, in which I used book themed kits for the entire month of November. November was a really difficult month for me in keeping up with planning, which is why I'm doing this voiceover for this video in January. But I had it already filmed and it had already started the editing. I just never got a chance to finish it. I think I'd had it edited all the way up to I think like maybe Thursday, and just hadn't had a chance to finish it, and the holidays came up, and so I was super busy. And as I was working on editing my New Year's spread, I realized I still had this video and it was pretty much almost done. And so I just thought, you know what, you might as well go ahead and finish it. Wasn't too sure how much interest there would be in watching a video from last year, and since we're in a brand new year, but I figured maybe people might watch it maybe this coming fall. I guess, I don't know, but we're here now. So I've placed down my bottom washi. I added those really fun those foiled thick washi strips on top of the bottom washi. Those were from Bloom Paper Studio, and I love how extra it made my bottom washi section. And then I feel like I went kind of simple with my date cover deco. I alternated between using those foiled floral trims from Christine Paper Studio to using just a little bit of the colorful floral deco from the kit, and then again using the leaves and those little small foil dot accents from that Christine Paper Studio sticker sheet. Moving into the sidebar, because this was book cafe themed, I really wanted to use one of my hanging signs, and then I used one of the scalloped headers so that it would kind of look like an awning and like a sign hanging over like the door of a cafe. That was the thought that was in my head. I don't know how well that got executed, and I hope like when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's what that looks like, and you're not just like, nope. So in case you're wondering, that was the thought, and that was what the plan was. And once I got that down, I put down the full box. Oh my gosh, choosing the full boxes for this kit, because there's 9 full boxes, and so I knew I was going to have to omit one, which was super difficult. I was in love with all of the full boxes from this kit, and I love when that happens. Right underneath the full box, I pulled in this little set of pillows, and this was from a leftover deco sheet from the Sweet Planner that had the same floral colors and very similar florals on that deco sheet, and so I knew the colors and tones would pull into this kit really well. And I was actually pretty sad that I didn't have that entire floral deco sheet, but I'd already used it for something else, and I just had a few leftover stickers on there. And I thought the pillows again fit with the theme really well, because this felt very cozy, very chill, and that whole book cafe vibe, I was feeling it a lot. I'm bringing in some, I'm not even sure, because they're kind of like a mix between scalloped half circle and a super ornate header. I don't know what these are from Bloom Paper Studio. These sort of lace, fancy things. But I placed them down as a background behind my fashion doll. I'm adding one of the little fancy boxes from Sadie Stickers, and then I'm just going to pull in some florals as well to layer behind the little fancy box and just give her a really fun background. And I've enjoyed doing this so much. Easily one of my favorite things that I started doing in 2020 was adding fashion dolls to my sidebar and making this more decorative than functional, particularly because I use a plum paper planner to handle my functional planning throughout the day, and my decorative planner is specifically for memory keeping now. And when I first started planning, that wasn't the case. I was using my decorative planner very functionally, and I used to plan throughout the week and just update my planner throughout the week. As I've continued to film more with YouTube, that was what caused the change. it became a lot easier to make this a memory planner because I'm filming for YouTube. If I'm just using my planner and I don't have to worry about filming for YouTube, then I can add stickers to it at any time of the day. I don't have to sit in front of a camera with lighting on and have to worry about any of that stuff. And so that was how things were when I first started planning. And so I had gotten used to my planner being something that was functional, even though it was heavily decorated with stickers. But things have changed, and so I've for my YouTube life, this has made a world of difference and made things a lot easier for me. And it's so much easier to keep up with everything by just making it something where I sit down and in 1 or 2 planning sessions, I can do the entire spread, which is fantastic for filming. So on to our day by day. Starting on Monday, I started by FaceTiming my parents. And this is, again, so super crazy because now I'm trying to think back to November and it's January. And I'm like, what was I calling them for? Other than, loving them and whatnot. And in 2020, right before everything got crazy, my parents retired and moved to the South. And so I've grew up in Southern California, and my parents had always been no more than 20-30 minutes away from me and my entire life. And so for them to now be out of state, and it's been 2 years now since the last time I've seen my parents face to face. I do try to FaceTime them often just so we can stay in touch and just check in with each other and stay connected, because we have been apart for quite some time now, and definitely would not be the case if we were in the same state. I would definitely be seeing my parents in person more. And then let's see, on Monday, I went to lunch and got a crunch roll. Oh, that sounds yummy. I am putting down my full boxes, and I decided to do a couple of different double boxes. There was already one double box scene, which had the cute cafe scene, and then the books next to the door, which I thought was so cute. I love that book sign. And so I knew I wanted to place that across the middle. And I do that often with double full boxes. I feel like it's really common for me to either place double full boxes in the weekend, or sometimes I feel like I get fancy and I want to place it across the center and have it split up by the coil. And I decided to do that this time. And then even though there was only one double full box in the kit, I decided to turn six of the boxes into double full boxes altogether. So I paired up a couple of the other boxes, even though they don't technically match each other, and just have fun placing them next to each other and just trying that out because I liked the look of it, and it gave me a little bit of different box placement, which I really enjoy. I like moving my boxes around and having them in different places in the column from week to week. It just shifts how I mark things in my planner, which is always a lot of fun. So I like playing around with placement. Back to Monday, now that I've got all of my boxes down, placed headers on top of them, and then added those foiled floral trims from Christine Paper Studios over the headers. Except for in the center boxes, those the trims at the top and bottom of those boxes on Wednesday and Thursday are from JK Studio. That's where it's from. Back to Monday, I went to the grocery store after work on my way home, and then I filmed a 2022 planner comparison. Oh, wow. Yeah, it was November, and I was thinking about what planner I was going to be using for the upcoming year. And I'd been getting so many questions from people who were wanting my opinion on particularly the Sadie Stickers and Harriet Wright Designs planner, because those planners are so very similar. And I used the Harriet Wright Designs planner in 2021. Absolutely fabulous planner. I love it. It is amazing. I have nothing but great things to say about it. And I'm using the Sadie Stickers planner for 2022. Again, amazing planner. And having used it so far, I'm so enjoying it so very much. To me, I feel like those two planners, the way they're designed, they have a lot of great things in common. And I think it's a no-lose situation, whichever planner you decide to use. But I do have a more detailed comparison and breakdown on my Instagram, IGTV, if you're interested or have any questions or would like to check that out. It is saved on Instagram. On to Tuesday, I went to the gym before work, and then I was feeling sick on Tuesday. And then I watched a new episode of SVU and came home and cooked dinner. Oh, that was pretty good. I feel like that was pretty competent for me considering I wasn't feeling that well. And then the next day I didn't go to work. Alrighty. Well, I guess I really wasn't feeling that well. So on Wednesday, I'm starting off by marking that I called out of office and took a sick day. This little tissue box is from Crafts by Towie. And, I really was not doing well that day. So underneath the full box, I'm taking these circles. So that's the colorful circles from Sadie stickers. And then the foiled circle is, I believe that's Bloom Paper Studio. Layering some florals in between the two of those. And then the cute little robe icon is from Crafts by Towie. And I am just using that to mark NyQuil and sleep. Yep. Your girl needed to get some sleep in. I was really not feeling my best. And so, just had one of those days where you take a little bit of NyQuil and you get a lot of sleep. And then when I woke up, I did binge some Plan With Me's on YouTube, which is always a lot of fun. And as I'm thinking back, in the least glamorous tones and the least glamorous way, it was just like me in bed with my iPad and like rolling over, laying on my side and just like staring at my iPad and half watching videos and half sleeping. And yeah, it was good times. It was, and I did not have the vid. Sorry. It just dawned on me, you should probably mention that in these day and age. It was just a cold. I have been very, very blessed to have not had to deal with that. And especially with this latest wave, it feels like so many people I know have been getting it. And so, I hope everyone is feeling their best and doing their best to stay safe in all of this craziness, because it is definitely going around. And then I guess I did end up waking up enough to do a little bit of editing on Wednesday. On Thursday, I got up and went to the gym. Okay, I must have been feeling better. Either that or I'm crazy. And then we were voting for what we wanted to do for our office holiday celebration for my department. And we ended up doing just like a department dinner. It's like, I'm pretty sure I voted for the paint and sip, but I guess everyone else voted for just let's go to dinner. So that's what we did, which it was a lot of fun. It was great. And when I got home from work that day, B cooked dinner. And then I went to rehearsal for church because our church anniversary service was coming up on Sunday, and that was Thursday. On to Friday, I slept in and did not go to the gym on Friday. I'm surprised I didn't do that on Thursday, but clearly I was feeling better on Thursday. And I am using this scalloped half circle from the kit, and this was one of my favorite ones from the kit. I really loved that stone print. I think it reminded me a lot of like, because I love wood grain prints so much. I think there's just something really, the sort of natural look of it and how well it blends and pairs with other like colorful things. And I feel like there are some sort of like natural neutral prints, if it I'm trying to say this correctly. I feel like wood grain is that way, and then like bricks and stones are that way, where they pair really well with a lot of other things, particularly with florals. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And so that was like my favorite half box, and then all of the or scalloped half circle, and then all of the half boxes and stuff that had that print on it as well. I loved from this kit. There was just so many things about this kit that I thought were gorgeous, and that was definitely one of them. Underneath there, I marked a PR post. Sadie Stickers had her new release, which she typically has on Fridays, and I always try to make sure I share that in my Instagram stories. She also has a YouTube channel, if you have not checked that out, where you can see what's upcoming for $2 Tuesday and for her Friday releases. And those videos always go up the day before, which is fantastic because then you can like plan out and figure out what you want to buy in advance, and you already know what you're going to see for the sale for the next day. It is wonderful. So you can totally check out her YouTube channel if you haven't already. I was chatting with Ray and Moshi on Instagram, which, if you don't know, those are two of my planner besties. Ray is Rachel of Gathered Plans, and Moshi is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. And then we watched King Richard. Such a good movie. Oh my gosh, that's Will Smith is in that movie, and he's playing Richard Williams, Venus and Serena Williams' father. And I have looked up to Venus and Serena just my entire life, it feels like, or at least since I was a lot younger, and just thought they were fabulous, incredibly talented, so inspiring, and they are definitely what brought tennis into my household, and when my family really got into watching tennis, and particularly like my parents, they love watching tennis, and still watch it even past the Williams sisters to this day. Like, my parents really enjoy watching tennis, but it was because of the Williams sisters that like we as a family got into watching that particular sport. And so, but fabulous movie, absolutely loved it. On to Saturday, I woke up, B cooked breakfast. That was nice. And then I am marking my Patreon class, and that is a custom script that I ordered from Panda Bird Design. And my Patreon classes are something I teach once a month, and they're just monthly planner classes, and something that I have a lot of fun doing, but tend to always get nervous anytime I'm about to go live on the internet. So I think it was really sweet that B cooked me breakfast that morning, because he knows I get nervous right before my classes, and it was really thoughtful way to start off my morning. And then after my class, I went and got had a pedicure appointment. And then underneath there, I placed down one of those vine dividers from Christine Paper Studio. And I'm adding just a third box here, layering some florals. The credit card icon is from Crafts by Towie, and I was using that to mark a Big Lots run. It's November, so I'm going to take a educated guess in thinking back and just going, I'm pretty sure I was shopping for Christmas decorations and stuff for the house, like lights and stuff and garland, to start decorating the house for Christmas. That's my guess. I'm pretty sure that's why I went there. And then on to Sunday, it was our church anniversary service. So I got up. I think this might have been my first time physically being back in the building for my church in all of 2021. So that was crazy and really cool and just amazing, getting a chance to see everyone. It had been so long. And then, one of my friends he's like a brother to me. I've known him for so many years, and he had gotten COVID, and it was so good seeing him, because the last thing I'd heard, he was in the hospital and he was very, very sick. And so seeing him and knowing he was doing better, and it was a wonderful day. Oh gosh, that was really great. So it was really nice to just be around everyone, and of course enjoy a great church service in person, because I've been watching church on Zoom and live stream and all of that stuff. So it was nice to be able to be there in person. And then after church, we went to CPK to get some pizza. We are starving. I don't know if you've ever heard jokes about how long Black churches services go. Oh my goodness, they're all true. Every single joke about how long Black church is all 100% true. At a certain point, it starts feeling like a hostage situation, but that's okay. I love my Jesus, but church was long. Came home, my leg was sore, and so I put some ice on it, and then we sat and just watched Insecure and just chilled. And that finishes off this spread. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I will see you next video. Bye.